Hi guys, I'm glad you're all here. Thank you very much for joining me. Yeah, I'm posting this on my other channel because I know it will be censored by YouTube. They're not going to like what I have to say. I think the shooting, the attempted assassination of Trump was all planned. The FBI now says it has gained access to the would-be assassin's phone, but it was not immediately clear if it had yielded clues, the Homeland Security Secretary said. The Secret Service would beef up Donald Trump's security. Yeah, now after the fact. The FBI said on Monday, today, July 15, 2024, that it had gained access to the data on the cell phone of the man who tried to assassinate Trump. Yeah, they're still continuing to search for a motive in the shooting at the former president over the weekend campaign rally there in Pennsylvania. Attention remains focused on the Secret Service apparent failure to secure the rally site in western Pennsylvania. The Homeland Security Secretary, Mayorkas, said that adjustments have been made not only to Mr. Trump's protection detail, but also to those of President Biden and Vice President Kamala Harris. Robert F. Kennedy Jr., the independent presidential candidate, will now also be granted Secret Service protection. He's been asking for this for months and months and months. I think ever since he decided to get into the campaign, and they keep denying it. Now, evidently, the gunman who tried to assassinate Trump was up on the roof of the building for over a half an hour. I have heard, too, that the building where he took the shot from and killed the one person, injuring two others, was actually the staging area that Trump's security service had used. I'd like to know who put the ladder up on the side of the building that gave him access to the roof. The gun was shortly purchased prior to the shooting by his father, who is a registered Democrat. I believe his mother is registered as independent. The gunman also was in a Black Rock promotional video 2 years before he graduated. According to Black Rock, he was not paid to be in the video. One of the police officers who was on one of the roofs and who had the would-be assassin in his sights, he posted on Twitter that says, "They would not let me take out the shooter. My name is Jonathan Willis. I am the officer in the famous photo of the two snipers on the roof at Trump's rally. I came here to inform the public that I had the assassin in my sights for at least 3 minutes." Let me bring this down. But the head of the Secret Service refused to give the order to take out the perp. 100% of the top brass prevented me from killing the assassin before he took the shot at the president. They could have saved the life of the volunteer fireman who was killed and prevented the injuries to the other people. There is some people saying it was a fake post, but one comment here says, well, he wasn't Secret Service police, he was local. And I recall an interview with the former Secret Service guy who explicitly noted the sniper were local police, which is not a good thing. He said they were shorting Trump's protection team. Another Twitter post: how does a 20-year-old loner that never had a job and lived at home outsmart the PA State Police, Butler City Local Police, and the U.S. Secret Service so effortlessly? And he was able to climb a ladder with a rifle and spent 4 minutes preparing his aim before getting shots off. How? Other posts: when the sniper had the shooter in their sights for 42 seconds, video proof. When many people in the crowd pointed to the guy out 2 to 3 minutes before the shooting, when the guy can crawl up there without being noticed, and it was not shut down at any of these points, then you know. Another post: think about this. 2 lives could have been saved. People were killed. Another question. A 20-year-old, he's hired as an operative, and he had no military training. Hard to believe. That's an all-time stretch of a story to come up with. So another post, I don't know if any of this is true. Why did the 20-year-old parents allow him not to be in college or not have a job? Especially since his father is a psychologist and his mother a school teacher. Another one said he did have a job. He worked as a nutrition aide at a nursing home. Well, I was a CNA at a nursing home. So what he did, being a nutrition aide, was, walk around and hand out the water and the cookies. This here is a Black Rock ad that the kid was featured in. Hold on, let me show you. That's him right there. I know it's kind of blurry. I got it larger. And this is him also right here. And another image of the shooter. This is him, Thomas Cook, from his high school yearbook. Raw Alerts has this. Breaking: the 20-year-old Thomas Matthew Crooks, who tried to kill Donald Trump, was spotted on the roof nearly 30 minutes before the shooting. One officer at the rally took a photo of Crooks at 5:45 p.m. and called it as a suspicious person. Now this post here, initially I thought it was fake, but it turns out it was true. Local officer encountered the gunman just before he shot towards Trump at the rally. Sources tell AP, Associated Press News. More detail. Let's see, I got that. First, I want to show you this. It says, just in, the building that Thomas Cooks climbed onto and fired from was the staging area for the police tactical team, according to ABC News. Holy shit. The building where the gunman, Thomas Cook, scrambled onto the roof and opened fire was the staging area for the local police tactical team doing overwatch of the crowd. Two law enforcement officials told ABC News. Investigators are trying to figure out how Crooks was able to get on the roof. This here is on the New York Post, and initially I thought it was fake news until I seen this article. It says, sheriff defends officer who failed to stop Trump shooter moments before assassination attempt. And then the article goes into, it says, local Pennsylvania sheriff defends the armed officer who encountered the former President Donald Trump's would-be assassin, Thomas Matthew Crooks, on the rooftop moments before the shooting, claiming it was the right call to retreat after the gunman pointed the weapon at him. Butler County Sheriff Michael Sloop confirmed Monday that the local officer made contact with Crooks after being hosted up on the roof by another officer, but fled when the sniper pointed his AR-style assault rifle at the officer. I would have done the same thing, the sheriff said. All I know is the officer had both hands on the roof to get up on the roof. Never made it because the shooter had turned towards the officer, and rightfully and smartly the officer let go of the roof. The gunman immediately fired up to 8 rounds at Trump, wounding him and killing a hero firefighter in the stand. 2 others were wounded. Yeah, we're not buying their lies about a lone wolf, a would-be assassin. I wonder if he's a Manchurian candidate. This post says, how did the FBI determine the shooter acted alone within hours without being able to access his phone? Who put the ladder on the roof? Here's an image of the building that was supposedly the staging area. You can see a police car here. Well, that's probably because this is after the shooting. This is the ladder right here in this culvert. I don't know if it's a hallway connecting the 2 buildings, but the ladder was pre-positioned. And this here is where the shooter was when he was killed. And this down here at the bottom is his car. So another officer gave him a boost. What part of the building to get up on the roof? They didn't scurry around and investigate how this kid got up there. 20 years old. He's a kid. What are your thoughts? Who put this ladder here? Why has there been no mention in the media about this ladder? There's video online showing this kid crawling on the roof. This is an image of him before he decided to start shooting, before he was shot himself. So this building was the staging area. This is the roof where the gunman was at. He had a clear shot of Trump, and just by the act of God, God's protection, I really believe, he turned his head. Otherwise, he would be dead. I mean, they're saying it's like 400 feet from where the gunman was positioned to where Trump was shot. And then the security officers were on these roofs right here. And another question, why did they not push him into the SUV when he was being taken from the rally, head first into the car? He was actually allowed to stand up on the side running board and shake his fist to the crowd. Doesn't look like anybody is got any hands on his body to put him in the vehicle, to keep his head down. This here is the two police officers. You can see it says police. And I've watched a video. You can actually see the muzzle flash coming from this police officer here. So he's probably the one that took out the would-be assassin. But the email or the Twitter post, that's from this officer. Multiple eyewitnesses saying how they notified Secret Service and police that would-be assassin was up there on the roof. And now to find out he was up there for a half an hour before he was noticed. Trump showed up an hour late for the rally. So more than likely, maybe the kid was there all day. I don't know. And was it just a coincidence that the father bought the gun, I think 15 days before the shooting? So that's the latest information that I have. What are your thoughts? Do you have more information? Please put it down below. Thank you for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe. And I'll talk to you later. God bless y'all.